flat bottom girl.
Oh, sweet.
All right, welcome everybody here. Welcome everybody here on KMA for our Century Sessions. We are live on the AM 960 and for our video stream. We are here for our session with Eric Nelson Trio. They are here in the Tabor Rick Hilliard Laboratory here as we get things going. Guys, how are we doing here today? Welcome to Century Sessions here as we are live here viewing on our KMA land.com and on our AM. So, Eric, we're the Eric Nelson Trio. Let's get started with you. How are we doing today, man? You sat in with me one time. Now you're behind the mic.
Yes, I did. Yeah, no, I'm doing great. I got no complaints. Life's good. Everybody I know is happy and healthy, and that's all I really got to say. Glad to be here with my bandmates, hanging out. We don't get together and jam a whole lot together, so it's always nice when we do.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Whether it's in this setting or live playing somewhere.
Yeah.
Speaking of playing live, where are you guys gonna be playing live soon? You guys, I guess you guys are more of a recording schedule right now. So let's talk about that.
Yes, primarily, yeah. I played live. I mean, these guys still play live all the time. I played live for 25, 30 years around the area, and then I finally got to a point to where I wasn't writing, or I was writing, but I wasn't in recording. So about 2 years ago, I made a conscious decision to step away from the playing live as much and go into the studio and do some recording and get better at that end of the craft. So that's what I've been doing.
That's awesome. So now we've been flipping things around here, and you got the Eric Nelson Trio. That's your next chapter.
Yes.
Let's talk about the guys you got playing with you. We got some familiar folks here. They've also been here before. Drew Morlock was just here 2 nights ago playing for Gas and Grass, and then we got Dan Sullivan as well. But Dan, familiar face, but unfamiliar instrument to me in your hand is a bass guitar. So welcome back both of you two on another band here for Century Sessions. So talk about what it's like being like in the Eric Nelson Trio here, playing us alongside Eric, writing great songs. The warm-ups were awesome. I can't wait till you guys start actually playing.
Well, to me, this has been like one of the most fun things that I've ever gotten to do as a musician, because I'm always doing covers, right? I'm learning songs the way they are on the record, note for note on the drums and stuff. And this one has been total, Eric's like, you got it, handle it, take care of it, make it sound good. And I'm like, perfect, that's exactly what I want to hear. And then, Dan has got a lot of really good guidance about this is how we can make a groove really work and fit around what Eric's doing and all that stuff. And then we just get the reward of watching Eric's projects develop in the studio and all the stuff that he throws on top of it, and it's just a really cool thing to be a part of.
Well, thank you guys.
I agree.
And it's great working with these guys. And what I love the most about it is obviously our age differences and the influences that everybody has, and everybody brings a different take. And again, Dan, he's a very good composer, and he's really good at riding the ship if things aren't going just right and everything. So yeah, I really, really enjoy everything about the process and working with these guys, and I'm really grateful that they put up with me and stick with me on it. And it's kind of a slow grind. I always feel kind of bad for you guys because, it's a very slow grind. There's always something going on, and yeah, when you're not playing a lot, you're not out doing that part of it, but when you're trying to write and release music and do all the things that go with it and promote it, there's so much stuff that goes on that no one else sees. So I don't feel any less busy. It's just busy in different ways, and I always kind of feel bad that you guys aren't always there to see the progress until, hey, I'm releasing it. So, or we're releasing it. So
you kind of lost me there. I don't understand age differences. I'm not even understand what that part was even about.
Tell us a little bit about how the three of you hooked up. I know there's a little bit of familial relationship here between a couple of you, I know.
Yes. Well, Dan's my father-in-law. And so I've always admired and respected everything Dan has done as a musician, and in particular as a guitar player. By far, hands down, the best musician I've worked with. And then, watching Drew, watching the youthfulness with Gas and Grass, and, he's put out an album and doing his thing. So, I mean, all those things are just exciting and motivating to me when it comes to experience. And, like I said, Dan's been involved in a lot of different projects over the years, but Drew's just getting started. But he's already done a lot more than a lot of people have done, a decade or two in. So, so that's a little bit about that.
I think this is the 9th time I'll have seen Drew perform here in the last week on about the 6th different instrument, probably 7th different instrument, because I'm counting the cajon as a new instrument here.
Really? He's pretty pumped. He's pumped to play tomorrow for Thirsty Thursday at the Depot with Gas and Grass. So that's just another big gig for him.
100%.
There's a lot of music talk. Let's go ahead and get into music. Let's play something there, Eric. I mean, these are all going to be new originals. Are you going to go backwards a little bit?
I'll kind of mix them. This first one is kind of where it all started. It was about roughly 2 years ago. We got together and started practicing, and it will be this September. It will be 2 years that this song was released. We're going to play, and it's called "Save Yourself." You ready, boys?
Oh, this is the one you played when you were on the...
Yes, Talk of the Town.
Yep. There we go. Yep. Take it away. This is awesome. Eric Nelson Trio. This is kicking off the Century Sessions here.
Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. You know what's best for me. Don't want to spend my life just waiting on eternity. I hope you're right. I hope it's worth the wait. Oh, I don't mean to offend you when I say save yourself. Save yourself. I get high when I'm low. I keep the whiskey on the top shelf. Lord, forgive me. Not that I don't care. I'll be just fine, but I'm glad to know you care. I'm a sinner and my life is in the red. Oh, I just don't want to live before I'm dead. I hope you're right. I hope there's more than this. Oh, I don't mean to offend you when I say save yourself. Save yourself. I get high when I'm low. I keep the whiskey on the top shelf. Lord, forgive me. It's not that I don't care. Someone else in need can have my prayer. I hope you're right. I hope it's worth the wait. Oh, I don't mean to offend you when I hear me. It's not that I don't care. I'll be just fine, but I'm glad to know you care. I'll be just fine, but I'm glad to know you care.
Woo!
Woo! Oh, thank you so much.
Excellent. There's that first one there from the Eric Nelson Trio here on Century Sessions. Thank you guys all for listening. We are live here on the AM 960, also streaming on our KMA website, kmaland.com. Dusty Skahill, Jeff Slater's alongside me. Jeff's going to be kicking it here with me since Drew's playing drums here for the Eric Nelson Trio. Thank you once again to Rick Hilliard for letting us use his studio here in Tabor, and it's a perfect spot to do it, so why not do it here one more time? I want to go ahead and remind everybody as well, next week, Drew's going to be having another performance to do. We're going to be doing next Friday, July 24th at Matt's Attic. We're going to be doing that karaoke night fundraiser here for the KMA scholarship that we're going to start giving away for the performing arts students here in KMA listening area. So please come help us make that a fun night, get some good funds there for a good cause. And hey, sing some karaoke. Who doesn't love karaoke night? Jeff, you're going to sing, aren't you?
I will be there, yes.
All you have to do is just email us at KMA Radio and get the set list, choose your song, and then come and play and perform and be like Jack Murren, alongside Jack Murren, playing in front of Drew Morlock and all the other Gas and Grass members. July 24th, next Friday, Matt's Attic. That's enough of that, though. Let's get back here to the Eric Nelson Trio. Eric, you kind of talked about how you wanted to slow down and start writing songs instead of going to gigs all the time, all over, Southwest Iowa, which it's a fun thing to do. But you did it. Check off. So now we wanted to focus on writing a little bit more. And you took it slowly. And that was on purpose. It was diligently, I should say. So talk about that process a little bit. And was it different than when you were writing a decade ago or 2 decades ago?
Yeah, it's substantially different because before I put out 3 albums as a solo artist prior to this. And this was the first time I've ever went in the studio with a full band. So it's completely different to me. And man, it's like someone left the cage door open and I escaped, I mean, all the years of just doing the same thing. And now I just feel like a kid in a candy store. When I get with these guys who can pretty much make anything I want to happen, it's so gratifying and it feels so good, and I just want to keep doing it. So
Talk a little bit for those of us out here who might not have any experience in the recording side of it. Talk a little bit about local studios. I mean, we're sitting in Rick Hilliard's studio right now doing this program.
Yes.
But for people out there who don't know that process, I mean, do you need to go to New York City to record an album? Do you go to Tabor, Iowa? What's the story there, and who helps you out?
That's the thing is
gray area too, like a yes and a no, because this is rare. Yet you don't have to go to New York City.
Yeah, and I mean with all the different softwares and everything. Now, you want to go to somebody who knows what they're doing. I mean, anyone can go out and get any of the new softwares and plink around and do their thing. But I mean, you get somebody who has decades of experience. I mean, that's the difference of night and day. I started out with these guys. Where I started out was let me backtrack. You're saying the process. I'll start at the beginning. The first 3 albums I did was with Skinny Webb, and that was at Prairie Wind Studios, and that was in Griswold, Iowa, or outside of Griswold, Iowa, and we did everything we needed there. And since over the last 2 years, we started out going to Jim Homan. Now he's in Omaha, and we went to ARC Studios there, and then recorded the rest at his place, and then recently been recording with Kent Hertz and Darren Schnorr outside of Malvern area. So there's 2 really nice studios both of those guys have, just right around here. So that's where did the majority of this last stuff at. So, I mean, there's all kinds of options and places to go. And I encourage anybody to get some sort of software or do something just to get better as a musician. I mean, you can have GarageBand if you have Apple. You can get Pro Tools. You can get all kinds of stuff. and just sit around and play around and just get used to layering guitar parts or vocals or whatever. So, I mean, really the sky's the limit. I mean, for anybody these days, you know, you can do whatever you want to do or go wherever you want to go for that matter.
Absolutely.
He's so cool. He talks in lyrics. Sky's the limit on it.
Yep.
Eric, so you talked about how first time having band members to be able to go into the studio with. Was it hard to almost ask someone? Like I would almost be afraid of like, boy, I'd really love if you would do this, but I'd almost be afraid to ask them. Did you find that, or were you able to just, hey, if I want it, I bet they'll do it. They'll be going right along with what I think.
Well, you know, I mean, you sense who's serious and who's not, and you know, everyone that I work with and know, they're on the same page. The main goal is to get together and make great sounding music and to contribute. And so no, I mean, I would only approach people that I knew were on that same wave. So it wasn't hard to do it all. And
plus, you pick your father-in-law to make Christmases a lot easier.
Yes,
probably.
yes, yes. So yeah, I mean, you kind of just gravitate towards what you know and the people you know and where they're at in their journey. And
so, Drew, talk about a little bit for yourself now. What he was talking about the go learn a software for very, very beginners. Now, I know you're beyond a beginner, but you're kind of still dipping your toe in the water of all the avenues that you can go down. So what does that mean to you when you hear him say that and kind of either elaborate on, you know, yes, people should be doing that, or what's your experience in trying to do that?
I think that I don't really have like some people view recording software and recording equipment as an instrument in itself, and I don't really have that. I'm very much like a pick up and play, but I've found that it's useful to me and almost completely necessary to learn the softwares, because when you get into a studio, I want to be able to tell the engineer what I want it to sound like, and I want to know whether that means more reverb or, you know, cut the low end or push the mids, right? And not be able to stumble through my words and just describe like feelings. You know, I don't really want to do that. So,
not only that, but you're on a clock when you're in a studio, and
that's right.
Time is money, and you need to have that stuff figured out ahead of time. And then when you get in there, you're not learning while you're sitting there on the clock paying for somebody else's time.
100%. Yeah, that's right too. And it's recording yourself too is maybe the best practice tool, because like you said, if you're going to go into a studio, you want to be able to record these in no more than 5 takes tops, right? Ideally, if you've got a whole bunch of time and money, but I don't have that, so I got to be able to do it quick. And especially like harmonies, I need to make sure that these harmonies are going to work before I get in there in the professional studio, and each take is costing me I don't know how much, right?
We've all heard stories of guys, girls, anybody that's recorded, and they say, you know, the first time through was the best time through.
Yeah.
Do you run into situations like that personally with you guys, where, you know, you might do something 10 times, but you still feel like it's just not like that first time was? Or
go ahead.
We do a lot of pre-production work before we go into the studio. We don't want to go in there and have to do 10 takes of anything, because if you do 10 takes of anything, if you haven't gotten it by then, you're not probably going to get it that
right.
day. But we do a lot of, you know, we rehearse weekly for, you know, a month and a half prior to going into the studio. And so we go in there and bang, bang, bang them off. We did, how many songs did we do?
The last 3 times we went in, we did like 7. I think we did 7 the first time, 5 the second time, and 6 the last time.
That sounds about
And
right.
times are a one day, a Tuesday,
this is
or something.
this
Saturday.
is
Sure.
in a span of just a few hours.
Sure.
Yeah.
And actually, the most time-consuming thing is Jim, the engineer that recorded us at ARC, which is really a nice studio. Isn't that Bright Eye Studio?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
And anyway, he really works hard on the drum sound. It takes 2.5 hours just to get the drum sound. And then, you know, it takes about 30 seconds for him to get the bass sound.
Sure.
And what Eric does when we go in the studio, he just puts a scratch guitar and a scratch vocal on it, something that we're not going to keep, but just to guide the two of us. So we're basically just
bouncing ball essentially of your songs.
Kind of, yeah, just a guideline, so we know what we're doing, and we lay down
if you forget
the
to
rhythm
count
tracks.
you in or something when you're playing live, maybe that would help.
And then we go in. Then Eric goes in later and puts his
Never
guitar
happens.
and vocals and stuff down.
So when we're recording, are we doing it like we are right here, where you guys all three at the same time, coming in at the same time?
Different rooms.
And or is it?
Yep, and I'm just doing a scratch guitar and vocal part just so we can get the bass and the drum tracks, and then we'll go back in and layer anything else that needs layered.
Okay.
So I'll go in and redo the vocals. And it's nice because it takes the pressure off, too, because you don't have to worry about hitting the vocals. And I don't have to worry about hitting the guitar. I just need to worry about being on the best I can so I don't throw these guys off. And then the rest can be done later.
And then you can add the more cowbell in later.
Yeah, more cowbell later. Yes,
Yep.
yes. And also not just money. I tell you, being prepared, it's great to go in and do it because the more takes you do, the more you just lose it. I mean, I mean, after a while, you just hit a point. You're like, man, I'm tired of doing this. I don't even care right now. And I mean, you don't want to go in there and do that. You don't want to go in there and act like that or have that attitude. So yeah. So we do, like Dan said, a lot of pre-production, and that's what I love about working with these guys. Is I mean, both professionals show up ready. It doesn't matter if it's a band practice. It doesn't matter if it's studio. It doesn't matter if it's a gig. Whatever it is, I know that these guys are going to show up and probably be more ready than I am. So
I say let's go ahead and hear another one. Eric Nelson Trio. Let's take it to the next song here. What do you got for us for the
this is another older one. This one recorded after Save Yourself. This is a nice, slow little love song. It's called Not At All. And all these you can find on any streaming platform. So just look up Eric Nelson Trio.
Take it away.
Time, it has been good to me, right where I want to be, as sure as the day is new. And time, it brought you here to me, right where you're meant to be, as sure as the past just flew. Am I crazy in love, or just plain crazy when the chips are down? It don't even faze me at all. No, not at all. Time is taking those near to me, and it puts some fear in me, but not when I'm with you. Time made you my destiny. To love you was meant to be. It's what I was born to do. Am I crazy in love, or just plain crazy when the chips are down? It don't even faze me at all. No, not at all. Time fades into history, right where we're meant to be. It's proven to be true. And time comes with no guarantee. It doesn't take long to see. Time is wasted without you. Am I crazy in love, or just plain crazy when the chips are down? It don't even faze me at all. No, not at all.
Woo.
Yeah, there it is.
Thank you.
So you were talking about how they're all released. You can find them on the major platforms. Is that one out there? I haven't heard that one. I heard you guys practice that one. I was like, is that one not to be released
It's
yet?
out there. Yep. That was the second one we released. I don't remember the date, but it would have been a couple months. It probably would have been November of 2 years ago, whatever that was. I don't want to do math.
Fun one. Really fun one. What's the inspiration on that one? I don't even know how. I mean, it's such a vague question. I don't even know how you want to answer it, but I mean, it's fun.
Well, I mean,
an interesting style to come
any
out of your
love
guitar, I think.
any love style song I ever write that has anything to do with relationships and love, I think of my wife Crystal. She's awesome.
She's a peach.
She's my muse. She supported everything that I've ever done
Drew, say
or
something nice.
wanted to do. She's awesome.
You
So-
have written some songs that you better not say Crystal was the inspiration for.
Yeah.
Let's clear the
One
air
of the
there
first
right
three
now.
albums, yes.
Make that very clear. Talk a little bit about the songwriting process. What I know I've seen some of your short reels that you do where you cook up some noodles.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
does it start with a riff? Does it start with some lyrics?
Always with a riff.
I was
yeah.
gonna say, or is it always? It's always riff.
Yeah,
lyric,
I've
hook,
never
hook,
started a song with a lyric. I never, ever have. It's always been a riff, and most of the times the ones that are most interesting to me and the most inspiring ones, I'll usually hit it by accident. I'm not even consciously trying to do something. I'll be noodling around. I'll hit something, and it might just be something that's like, oh, that kind of piques my curiosity, and then I'll just kind of build around that. And then once I have enough, the music kind of sets the stage, and then the lyrics, the emotions built to me anyway through the music, and then once that emotion's established, then it's easier to write the lyrics. Whereas I'm amazed by anyone who can just write lyrics and then put music to it.
It's interesting to me how
Yeah.
everybody's different. I
Oh, yeah.
mean, some people come up with I want to write a song about
Yeah.
this, and so they work on the lyrics first, and so it's interesting to me anyway. I'm not a songwriter. I've got a couple that I've never really done anything with, but to be able to pick other people's brains on their own songs and what's behind them.
When I made a more of a conscious effort, here probably it's just been, like I said, it's been about 2 years since I've kind of taken a sidestep from playing live as much. But I'd say over the last year, particularly the last 6 months, I've really been more conscious about having an idea and writing based on that idea. Before it was just kind of like, oh, this is how it came out. But now I'm more like, okay, I want to write a song about this. It's still the same process as far as the hook and coming up with the music and all that. But I've actually, as part of this whole process that I'm going through and wanting to take songwriting more serious, I'm able to do that more. Whereas before I never took the time to do that. And now it's kind of, I like it. It's paying off.
We kind of asked a similar question Monday evening when the Gas and Grass Band was up here on a couple of the songs that they wrote, a couple of their originals. So you're writing a song and you've got your noodles and your riffs, and when the song starts coming together and then you pull these two guys in, Drew and Dan, now
meatballs and sauce.
Do you have an idea? Do you say, all right, Dan, I want you to do this, and all right, Drew, I want this kind of beat? Or do you say, hey, listen to this, and you play what you've got, and then what they add to the song is their own creation as well? And
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
their creation. Yeah, I don't know any music theory, and I'm not good at that stuff. I don't have a great ear for that. I mean, I think I have a great ear for it, but I don't know how to explain it or say this is what I want because I don't know the theory part of it. But no, I just go and I'll play it, and these guys start doing their thing, and then it's basically them hashing. It's basically them hashing it out.
It's
right before my eyes.
Yeah.
And and I mean, on some things I might change a little bit of what I do, just a little bit, because it fits better with what they're doing. But most of the time they completely customize the song around what I'm doing, and it's all them, all their parts and everything. So
That's
and
awesome.
that's to me, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody needs their own creative liberties to,
Agree wholeheartedly. You guys are listening to Century Sessions. If you're listening, it's on the AM 960. If you're watching here, it's on our website, KMAland.com. We'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be back after this to bring you more of the Eric Nelson Trio here on KMA AM 960. And welcome back here, AM 960 listeners, watchers on the KMAland.com or on our YouTube page. Welcome back to Century Sessions. Dusty Skahill here, alongside me, Jeff Slater, co-hosting for me tonight, as we're listening to and watching and talking and learning more about the Eric Nelson Trio here. We did a lot of talking that first half. We only got a couple of songs in. Let's just kick this commercial break off with a song, Eric. Let's get right back into it and dip into it music-wise. What do you got for us here?
Want to do To My Grave? Sure. All right.
Man, he doesn't even, to boss him around, doesn't even know what song he's going to play next. Up to you guys. You guys just start playing, I'll play.
All right, you ready? One, two, three, four. You got a glow and a flow, makes me wanna call your name. And if you'll go with my flow, you should know I don't play games. Being alone is fine. We can make better use of our time. Imagine the time we'll save, right in the exact same way. I wanna spend my time with you. Now take it to my grave. Na 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 na. You got the moves in a groove. Girl, you're such a beautiful sight. And if you'll move with my groove, honey, we can start tonight. Being alone is fine, but we can make better use of our time. Imagine the time we'll save, right in the exact same way. I wanna spend my time with you. Now take it to my grave. Na 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 na. Oh, time flies by like a bird. It won't take time to land. We can ride this bird together. Take my hand. time we'll save, right in the exact same way. I want to spend my time with you, not take it to my grave. Oh, think of the time we'll save, right in the exact same way. I want to spend my time with you, not take it to my grave. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, thank ya.
Hey, I had me shaking and grooving there. Eric. Another good one.
Well,
That
good.
Gets the body moving. So what's the timeline on that one on release and writing and stuff like that?
Well, I don't know. That's one that we just recorded here with Kent and Darren. So it's going to be, well, and again, we went into ARC and we did the drum tracks and we did the bass tracks. We kept those from ARC and then went in and did guitar tracks, vocals, some other stuff. Dan came in and did some mandolin and another dual guitar lead on a part. But yeah, so I don't have a real time frame. It kind of depends on, Ken's got such a busy schedule, so it depends on when he can mix and master it. So.
How about like the comparison of like, is there a song that like, man, that one came together almost in an afternoon completely, and then there's one that like, boy, this one took 3 or 5 different approaches, different angles, and was almost difficult to write. Talk on that, whether it is the case or not the case, and the differences and all that. Drew's kind of shaking his head.
Well, for me, and if any of these guys want to talk about it as well, for me, I've had songs that have taken me 2 to 3 years to finish. I've never just rushed a song to
Always
finish.
kind of on the back burner type of thing.
Yeah, I've
Gotcha.
never been like, oh, I need to force this lyric in here and just be done with this. But what's nice is now, like I said, since I've taken the time and approached the songwriting process and all of those things differently, I've written a couple songs in a day now that I'm happy with, and I've never ever even fathomed doing something like that before. So yeah, I mean, it just depends, and it's still the same. I can't say that every time I sit down I'm going to write a song, I'm going to write 1 or 2 good songs, but I have done it. So I just want to keep the train moving and doing what I'm doing.
Do you have that White Whale, that song that you just haven't been able to finish, that you've been, it's the old Todd Snyder, it's a song about a song I've been working on kind of thing, one that's in your head?
No, I think I finished them all to this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you're saying though. Yeah, I'm sure that many artists have those out there.
Mm-hmm.
So
How about the look back on it when you're like looking back on the one that was so easy you wrote in a day, for like the satisfaction of it compared to the one that did take 2 or 3 years? Is it more satisfaction because the work was longer, more work was put into it, or are the ones that go so fast like, no, those are my babies? I love those. I love those styles.
I think at the end of the day, I think the ones that are faster always are better, just because, not because they're faster, but because you just said it. You didn't overthink it. You said it how you needed to say it or wanted to say it. You put it all out there in its truest form, and then you didn't overthink anything or do anything. So I think those are the best ones. If you can just knock it out like that, it's because there's a reason. You meant to say it just like that, and it didn't take you long to say it.
Let's do another song. Let's hear it.
All
Eric
right.
Nelson Trio Century Session song.
What do we
Let's
got?
get it. Go forward here. It'd be so cool if this was one of the quick ones.
Let's do another, an older one. This is Hit You Like a Train.
All right, take it away, Eric Nelson
ready?
Trio.
Ask for your name and you just laugh. Ask for your name and baby you just laugh. That's okay, girl, I won't complain. Someday my love's gonna hit you like a train. back again. Today my love's gonna hit you like a train. Walk away. But that's okay, girl, we're both linked like chain. Today my love's gonna hit you like a train. Thank you. I want to give a shout out to my childhood friend Brian Miller for playing harmonica on that one. So if you go check that out, you'll hear some fantastic harmonica.
Awesome. I did talk about that, some of the roots of the guys that got you into music. I know on your Talk of the Town you sat down with me and we talked about that a little bit, you know, who was along the way. And yeah, Jack, talk about those a little bit.
Well, my buddy Brian Miller, we just grew up clowning around and being goofy together, and a kid moved into the neighborhood with he had a bass guitar, and you know, he kind of spurred it all. Everybody soon after started getting guitars and drums and all that. I was late to the party. Everybody else was kind of starting to get together and take some lessons and do that, and so I ended up getting on that train.
I wonder if he's any relation to Party Time Bob Miller.
Party Time Bob Miller. Hey, Bob.
He's never late to the party.
Shout out to
Say
Bob.
hi to Bob. Oh, man.
Go on.
Century Sessions mentioned Bob Miller. Fantastic.
Yes.
So, you know what? We do have, like, I want to get a couple more in. Let's just rush right into another song, I think. These have been making me groove, so let's do it again here.
All right.
Play one Party Time would like.
Yeah.
Party time.
Well, I'm playing the ones that I have on here. I think he'll like them all, no matter what I tell him he's going to like. I'm just kidding. Oh, I know what he really likes. But...
So,
okay, let's do
what are you thinking here?
DOA.
Oh, yeah, we talked about that one before. All right, take it away.
This is another newer one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like a gamma ray, used to make me feel so alive. Now all I do is fight to survive. Call 911, send an EMT. I need life support, better start an IV. Give me CPR and haul me away, 'cause our love is DOA. Swallowed by your undertow. I gave you my heart, now I want it back. It's 2 beats away from a heart attack. 911, send an EMT. I need life support, better start an IV. Give me CPR and haul me away. Our love is DOA. Get here quick, I'm in a hostage situation. Don't have long in my estimation. Her words are loaded and she'll throw me away. Lord, help me live to see another day. kills, and if you love it, set it free. I'm near the end, so quit coming back to me. I'm short of breath and my nerves are all shot. I'll take any care that you got. 911, better send a tow tag. Oh, it's hard to breathe through this body bag. Throw me in a hearse and haul me away. It's our love, it's DOA. Our love, DOA.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Eric
DOA.
Nelson Trio here on the Century Session. So how about when it comes to themes of things you like to write about, Eric? Is it love take over the majority of them, or sometimes you try to have like hidden messages or anything like that, or
I don't know if I really have a theme. It's just
super
kind
vague,
of
happy, sad, anything emotional, or is it just
well, you know, earlier when we were talking, like Dan says, I like to like some of the songs that we have here. To My Grave, DOA. Death Row. The titles kind of sometimes
tag.
tend to sound, you know, a little,
Dark.
yeah, dark.
You're
But they're
saving
not dark.
yourself.
But they're usually, I don't know, I don't purposely do it. I just tend to do that. I kind of will have darker kind of lyrics or subjects sometime, and I like to put happy music to
Here's
it
how you-
and make
I mean-
it fun and like completely just screw with people.
Here's
I
what shows
guess.
how
I
you
don't
do.
know.
Or even though it's a DOA, I'm sitting here going,
Yeah.
it's a good.
Yeah.
So I'm just top of my head. This is great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it all mixes pretty well. Let's see here. We'll have to go take the last commercial break. We'll try to get two more in here when we come back here. So last commercial break here on the Century Sessions. More Eric Nelson Trio coming up after this here on KMA AM 960 and on your video stream on KMAland.com.
This time I'll turn my bass on.
Welcome back here, KMA listeners on the AM 960. Viewing if you're watching us here as on the Century Sessions on KMAland.com YouTube page as well. Welcome back here, Dusty Skahill here, Jeff Slater alongside me, watching Eric Nelson Trio play here. We do want to try to get two songs in here, Eric. So, real quick, I mean, other than saying that your music is everywhere you can find it, is there any other way you want to just promote yourself to get the Eric Nelson word out there?
No, just go check it out. We just released here a song called Patio last Saturday, July 11th. It's featuring Owen Justice on vocals.
Been on Century Sessions
yes,
before.
he has,
Eric,
yes.
sat on
Reminds
with
me,
that
Eric,
one.
that
Yes.
reminds me, another one of your new tunes has a guest vocal.
Yes, exactly. And I was going to get to that too. Becky Braun, who is a longtime friend of Dan's and plays in the band with $2 Pistols. She did a song. She came in. It was a lot of fun because we were able to. It happened so fast. Kent was getting ready to go out of town and go on tour, and we had about an hour and a half window the day before we actually got together, where it was like, can we make this work? And it did work. So Becky kind of got thrown into the fire last second, came in and laid down. We have a song coming out called We've Got Time, yes. And she did some backup vocals on another tune. But that'll be coming out here. If I had a little more time, I would have probably tried to pull that one off tonight, but I didn't have time to do that. So, anywho.
Next time,
but
we got
yes.
next times all the time here. We're
Yes,
rolling
yes,
along here
yes.
the Century Sessions.
Yes.
So
Well, we'll do something. We'll do something in the future for sure.
I love
You
all
get
the
Becky in
name.
here.
I love all the name drops of all these musicians that you're tied in with, and that Drew's tied in with, and that Dan's tied in with, and Rick and myself and Casey. It's the 7 degrees of Eric Nelson.
Yeah,
And
it is.
To hell with
And
Kevin Bacon.
Eric has a kind of this cool idea for a songwriter recording co-op.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That he wants to kind of get started here in Southwest Iowa. We
Yes,
may not have enough time to talk about it,
and
but
Kent and Darren are wanting to do that as well, and so
Real quick, because band names are kind of one of my. I love the band names.
Yeah.
Drew, Dan, whose idea was the Eric Nelson Trio? that was Dan's idea?
yes,
Well, I mean, yeah.
if I'm number 2 of the 3, that's all I'd care about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 2 of trio, right? I'm number 2. Let's play
Well,
another
I
song
mean-
here before we let you guys go.
His publishing company's Eric Nelson Music. You know, it's just kind of. I mean, he's the leader of the club, and you know, it just made sense, right?
yeah, yeah,
What else would we call ourselves?
yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
I like it.
See, I think it'd be like the Eric Nelson, the Eric Nelson foursome, and then just always
The
have
Eric
people
Nelson
confused.
Four.
It's like, where is this other person at? All right, let's do it. Let's have another one here. Kick us off, Eric.
Okay, this is called Death Row.
All righty.
Ready? What did I miss? How did it get like this? Love is blind and ignorance is bliss. What do I know? It's hard to go with the flow. One day is heaven and the next day is death row. You're looking at me and I'm looking at you. Gotta be something better that we can do. What's that you say? Help is on the way. I've been hearing that for a long, long time. Where do we go from here? It shouldn't be so unclear. Save your prayers, 'cause they're falling on a deaf ear. You're looking at me and I'm looking at you. Gotta be something better that we can do.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Thank you.
That is awesome, Eric Nelson.
That was nice
Trio.
and quick in and out.
Yeah, that was a nice quick one.
2
there.
minutes and 4 seconds.
Is that a fact? Do you know that one? All right, that's awesome. I've always been afraid to ask people if they know a quick song of theirs or not. So let's talk about just, promoting your guys' self one more time. We talked about you guys a little bit. Drew, Dan, what do you guys want to say about yourselves? You're sitting in here as well. What do you guys? How can people find you in the next couple weeks? I know you're playing tomorrow at the Depot.
Come to the Depot on Thursday. If you want to make a little family road trip, come to Columbus, Nebraska on Saturday. And if you want to do back-to-back road trips, come to Harlan on Sunday. Or any Ragbri riders.
Is that a Ragbri gig
Yeah.
at Harlan?
We're doing
Yeah.
Ragbri
Oh, so cool.
in Harlan, yeah, like you said. And then Saturday I'll be in Spencer, Iowa, with Skinny Webb and some other folks from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And they're putting on a workshop. Thank you. A workshop. A workshop, and then we're going to do a concert afterwards, and we're going to get some of the people who attend the workshop up on stage, and some of the young players and stuff up.
That's awesome.
It'll
Very
be pretty cool.
Also, have to mention, Drew, next week's going to be playing for the Gas and Grass Karaoke Night. That's going to be Friday, July 24th at Matt's Attic. Check it out there, KMA Land or KMA Radio. Email us if you want to check out that set list and sing along for your chance at a karaoke night, being the lead singer with Gas and Grass next Friday at Matt's Attic. All right, last one here. We got about 3-4 minutes, Eric, since you know that much about the timing. So let's go ahead and get one last one in here.
Okay.
What can we squeeze in?
We're going to try one. This one spurred the last 6 songs that we did. This song is called Euthanized.
All right, take it away. Eric Nelson Trio here on Century Sessions.
You ready, Drew? Yeah. Okay, let's make sure.
Yeah, go for it.
Was never looking past high school. You were pristine, never looking back. You were so cool. Wanted to be an actress, wanted to sing in a band. You took flight on graduation night, but they couldn't land. When you come around, I will be here waiting just to hold you. Small town, I'll tell you all the things I never told you. You're so smart, Stanford in the ball on a free ride. Such a big heart, the only thing bigger was your wild side. We got drunk at a party, and we went all the way. Now you're just a memory. I wish you would have stayed. When you come around, I will be here waiting just to hold you. Whoa, in a small town, I'll tell you all the things I never told you. Never said goodbye. You were gone in the blink of an eye. A new star on the rise. You were so smart, Stanford in the ball on a free ride. Such a big heart, the only thing bigger was your wild side. When you come around, I will be here waiting just to hold you. Whoa, in a small town, I'll tell you all the things I never told you. Whoa, when you come around, I will be here waiting just to hold you. Whoa, in a small town, I'll tell you all the things I never told you. Thank you.
All right, that's awesome. Eric Nelson Trio kind of trailed off on the AM radio, but it was cool. They faded away, and we just kind of, you guys were playing, and we played the outro, and it kept going. We're still streaming here, so, I mean, nothing too major yet, but I guess now we kind of have a little bit of a free minute, so we can...
A lot of your songs to me put like an earworm, I want to say. Like, I know some of you've sent me kind of not demos, but like earlier versions of your songs, texted them to me and said like, hey, check this out and see what you think. And I'm always a little hesitant to say to somebody like, you know, hey, that reminds me of Tom Petty, or that
am
reminds
too.
me
I
of
am
something.
too. Yeah.
And on one hand, I feel like it's a compliment if you do that to somebody, but on the other hand, I don't know sometimes how it's going to be received.
You know,
but
everything's an influence, and
yeah,
we derive things from other things.
but like
It's-
that song right there, for instance, though, like I'm sitting here going, man, that it's almost like it's sparking a memory. Like I feel like I know this from somewhere, but I don't. And I think that's a really cool thing because it makes like I want to hear it again. Because it's like I might not have ever heard that song, but it's in my head, and I'm like, man, this seems familiar, but it just
Interestingly enough, I would say Owen Justice did that to me as well.
Yeah,
So,
I don't really know how to describe it, but it's familiarity, even if I'm not familiar with it.
Well, that's the biggest compliment I think any songwriter could have.
Oh,
If
man,
if
I
it
wish-
makes you wanna
I wish
be
that
an
would've made it on the
earworm
air
or
then.
Makes you,
it'll live in perpetuity.
We're,
an earworm. I mean, that's
it really
if
is.
you can create an earworm, I mean, that's good.
I want to
And
ask
if
you.
if it's from somebody else that's inspired, like Dan said, all of our influences bleed through.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
and Rick said the other night during Gas and Grasses, there's only so many notes and so many chords and so many progressions. I mean, things will get repeated over time. I wanted to ask you too, you guys. I know you're all in other band situations and performing live all over Southwest Iowa. And I know that we've talked a lot, and you and I have talked a lot over the last year or two about how you've kind of gotten away from doing cover songs and doing as many live performances and all the recording that you're doing, the writing and recording. Where do you go, once you get another album or two recorded? I know that's your passion right now, but do you guys then go and start doing more gigs on the road, so to speak, as this formation of a band? Because the other option, okay, we recorded this album and then you just put it on a shelf. How do you keep those songs fresh and do them again? And
I don't know. I think to me right now the challenge is what's the next song?
Mm-hmm.
What's the next song that's going to be as good or better than the previous ones? That's how I look at it. I mean, right now anyway. I love playing live. I don't want to look like, I don't want to ever play live again.
Because I'm going to tell you, I only want to hear the song on the streaming it or on an album so many times. I want to hear you guys play it live. Like, hey, play that one.
The way that's an interesting question, Jeff, because the way people get music out nowadays through the various streaming platforms and so forth. Well, back when I was starting out, when I was Drew's age and so forth, and younger, Rick can attest to this. I mean, if a band recorded an album, got a record contract, recorded an album, then you got your butt out on the road, and to support that album, you get radio play, and you go and you do radio interviews in the various cities you go to and things like that to promote the album.
You
The
see,
streaming
Drew, there's these
platforms
things
now-
called CDs.
Pardon me?
I was explaining Drew the CDs out there.
Yeah.
That's how we try to physically sell
But
things.
it's different now. It really is.
Yeah.
And Eric can, all it takes is the right set of ears to hear one of his tunes. Boom.
No,
It's
absolutely.
an outro for a movie.
Yeah.
Seriously. Or
I've
in the
I've
middle
always
of a
said that
movie or
about
something.
about any form of art. All it takes is the right person to hear a song to make it famous, or the right person to see a piece of artwork or an artist, and boom, they're famous.
And we'll occasionally, I'm sure, we'll step out and play, some of these tunes live and so forth.
I know. I see you guys at the radio show and some of the Rock and Roll Music Association events and stuff like that. But always look forward to seeing you guys live, as well as hearing the
That's
the
where
recordings.
artists make their money is their touring and their merchandise. I mean, they're making their money. It's not from streaming.
Will there be an air available?
We might actually have to get a band photo or something put together for that. Like a legitimate band photo. Illegitimate band photo.
Well, you like playing live. You got to hear them live here tonight on Century Sessions. Eric Nelson, thanks, man, for stopping in. We'll have you on again. We'll have you sit next to me again like Jeff did. Drew's going to be back in this seat sometime. We'll have Jeff on the other side of the mic. It's going to be like musical chairs, except I'm going to always sit here. And
Is my internship almost over, Dusty?
Yeah. It's It's almost over.
Yeah,
we
who's
got
up next?
We got some things to talk about. Wait, that's what the point is of the July 24th for that fundraiser at the karaoke night to get that next chapter of KMA Land listening here, or KMA music at the KMA listening area. Guys, thank you for coming on Century Sessions. Eric
you.
Nelson Trio.
Thank you.
Enjoy
Thank
it.
you.
Once again, thank you guys all for listening. Enjoy them all. Rick Hilliard, thank you for getting us in here. Here he's in the background. Rick. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right,